we have a Mountain House meal, the freeze-dried breakfast skillet. So breakfasts are pretty popular and they're not too bad with Mountain House. And this is the skillet, hash browns and scrambled eggs mixed with pork sausage patty, peppers and onions. So this is kind of like the scrambled eggs, peppers and onions. So you get 2 servings, 350 calories. Pretty rich, pretty rich. And so then you have these ingredients here. Not too bad. Pre-cooked eggs, whole eggs. Alright. And then of course the pork sausage patty and all the other good stuff. So you get some good amount of nutrients here. You do get cholesterol, but again, cholesterol is really not that bad, but of course, you know, if you nutrition nuts out there should probably know a good amount. So open package, add tear notch, remove the desiccant. And that's the other thing with these Mountain House, these lids are very big for the tear notch. And I just find it to be kind of a waste of space, you know, waste of materials. I mean, these things come in at $7 anyways, or something of the sort. So it looks like croutons in there. Those hash browns look like croutons. So then you get the eggs, and of course you can see some peppers down there and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put some water in there, and we're going to go ahead and start this. You add 1.5 cups of boiling water, stir carefully, and close the zipper. So after 4 minutes you can stir again, but I think that's only for people that aren't exactly completely competent at stirring. So go ahead and add in the water, and now we'll stir. And I recommend using a spoon only, not a fork. You know, don't use a fork when eating, don't use a fork when stirring. Got to keep this away from the camera so it doesn't steam it out or steam out the screen. And get towards the bottom and scrape it out of the corners. You can see it's already fluffing up the eggs a little bit. And anyways, so there we go. Set down the spoon. That's what it looks like now. And I put in a 1.25 cup to 1 1/3 of water. So anyways, then I like to knead it a little bit afterwards, and you don't really have to, but you can stir after another 4 minutes. Help get the liquid out. And then I'll just set it on its side like so. And now I'm going to go ahead and let it sit for a bit. Okay, so this meal has sat for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up and check it out. But before I open it up, just want to talk about this as a kind of a concept for camping. Now, you did get a good amount in here, but if you're splitting it with 2 people or whatever, you know, you're probably going to be hungry. You're going to want other things, and there are things like MREs out there that you can basically heat it up with less water than this. You don't have to boil it or anything, and they can go for about the same price as this for a whole MRE with, you know, more calories than this, and, you know, 700 calories just in this, and this was, you know, $6-7 or whatever. And yes, the big thing is that this does have a shelf life on it, but MREs do too if they're kept in frozen conditions. They can last for a very long time too, for pretty much as long as you want them to. So I don't know, you got to pick your poison, but I like that I can set my MRE up, and it can basically just, the main meal can warm up, and then I can snack on other things and split it up. This one, you have to really be settled in order to get this meal, but some people want more flavor than they do convenience, so that's really on you. So as you can see, it seems to be wanting to fog the camera up a bit, and it doesn't seem like there's too much excess water in here. There's a little bit, but it doesn't seem like there's too much excess, so maybe it would be a good idea to use all of the water, but it seems okay. But really the best thing is to actually get in there. But it seems like the hash browns really broke up and mixed with the eggs a bit, so yeah, it doesn't really look all that eggy at this point. So anyways, I'll go ahead and check it out. Yeah, this seems more like a like a scramble rather than just a skillet where things are a little bit more separated, and that might, you know, be the way it is. But I don't really order skillets when I go out to diners, and I don't make skillets with like hash browns. I just make it with, you know, eggs and other things, meats and stuff like that, and have hash browns on the side or whatever. But yeah, everything's mixed in, but it seems to be okay. But I'm gonna have to really concentrate on one of these pieces of pork over here. Okay, from what I'm noticing, it seems like the pork had a little bit of a difficult time reconstituting. Not like too difficult, but yeah, it's still you know, having a little bit of an issue. Yeah, it just doesn't constitute all that well in these Mountain House meals, these freeze-dried meals. So, anyways, yeah. Overall, the taste isn't that bad, and I can already feel that it's kind of filling. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to be filled just from like 400 calories. I would want to get more calories out of it. But you know, that's kind of how eggs are in general, and hash browns. They typically can fill you up a lot faster. But you know, it's really not that bad. You get a pretty good amount of flavors. You taste the egg. You taste the hash browns. You taste the peppers and stuff. You don't really taste the pork sausage as much as you'd probably hope, but you know, it is what it is. So you just got to make your decision. These egg chunks, they're kind of spongy, which is pretty common for freeze-dried eggs, but it's really not that bad. It's not like excreting a lot of liquid. It's like a damp sponge. So, oh, there we go, fogging up again. Okay, gotta get that away. So, yeah, a bit of a damp sponge here. So, not too bad, but, you know, if you don't add as much water, it won't be too bad, or let it sit for a bit longer. Okay, so that's about as much as I'm going to eat from this. It's pretty good, but I don't really want to fill up on this because this is it getting kind of filling, which is one of the things that Mountain House meals are actually pretty good at. They actually can be kind of filling, depending on the meal. Sometimes the meals are, you know, not really going to be all that satisfying, but yeah, this is the breakfast skillet. It actually is pretty good. Of course, whenever there's pork or beef or little things like that, it can be more difficult to constitute and stuff like that. The eggs can be kind of spongy. The hash browns were pretty good and they integrated pretty well. The peppers and onions, you can taste them somewhat if you're really searching for them, but overall, it's not a bad deal. Yeah, it's really up to you if you want to spend that kind of money on taste when you're out hiking rather than just get an MRE. The current MREs are actually pretty darn good and taste pretty good. So anyways, you just got to pick your poison on what you want. But other than that, that's just my take on the breakfast skillet from Mountain House. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys have a good one.